on to today's Halloween Art Talk. Today, we gather in the eerie, whimsical world of Walt Disney and the new art collection at the Chapman University Hilbert Museum in California. So, the Hilbert Museum, we're going to be looking at some of the original art from the iconic movie, The Nightmare Before Christmas. But the Hilbert Museum of California Art at Chapman University opened in 2016, and it is home to one of the world's largest collections of California narrative art. It represents the only museum in the world committed to tracing the rich, iconic history of the Golden State from the late 19th century to the present day through works by leading California scene artists and Hollywood studio artists and animators. The Hilbert collection encompasses more than 5,000 pieces, including oils, watercolors, and drawings of urban and industrial scenes, coastal views, and landscapes of everyday life in California. It's also one of the largest private collections of Disney art. And a fun fact is that there is a Millard Sheets mosaic on the facade of the building. Millard Sheets was an artist that we discussed a few months ago. The Hilbert Museum has an exhibit opening on November 9th of 9 original concept paintings, drawings, and storyboards from the Tim Burton film The Nightmare Before Christmas. Halloween Town is a fantasy world populated by various monsters and supernatural beings. Jack Skellington, the well-respected Pumpkin King, leads the town in organizing the annual Halloween celebrations. This year, however, Jack and his love Sally grow tired of the same routine and long for something new. Upon discovering trees containing doors to other holiday-themed worlds, Jack stumbles through the one leading to Christmas Town and is fascinated by the unfamiliar holiday. Seen here are some original sketches done by the storyboard artist for the film, Horgan Klubian. Klubian's originally from Copenhagen, but studied character animation at Cal Arts. Post-grad, he accepted an offer to work as a permanent animator for Disney Studios and has worked on iconic films like The Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, James and the Giant Peach, and of course, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Here's a pastel piece of Jack entering Christmas World and discovering snow for the first time. Concept art is a crucial step when creating any film, particularly animated films. It gives the creators a sense of tone and theme to work from, ensuring that a cohesive story is being told throughout the production process. We can see here even the festive Christmas houses have a ghoulish grins evoking jack-o'-lanterns. Here's a still of Jack inspecting some Christmas lights. And what's amazing to remember about claymation and Tim Burton's work is how detail-oriented these figures and sets are. But the Jack Skellington clay figure was between 14 and 16 inches tall, so everything is sized down. Another pastel by Klubian of Jack trying to kidnap Santa Claus and take over Christmas. On the left are the characters Lock, Shock, and Barrel, some of Jack's minions that are in on the scheme. Here are some earlier on sketches of the storyboard, and these are various stills from throughout the film. And again, we see how important the concept art is by looking at the details that give us clues to how the story should be told. We can see the gang of mischievous characters that sets the scene, and then we can also see the cemetery and the barbed wire that are background details, but that add to the overall spooky feel of the film. This finale still is emblematic of the film. It shows Jack and Sally atop a snowy mountain as he confesses her love for her in front of this gigantic yellow moon. There's not much detail in this particular scene, but the simpleness of the set lets the story itself shine through more. Moving away from The Nightmare Before Christmas, Mary Blair was a watercolorist and designer originally from Texas. She joined Disney Animation in 1940 and had a close working relationship with Walt and Lillian Disney. She contributed to films such as The Lady and the Tramp, Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, and here we can see concept art that she did for The Legend of Sleepy Hollow in 1949. While this was not a Tim Burton directed film, the story still has spooky undertones of a headless horseman riding in the night in a small village on the Hudson River. The blazing red background and streaks of black give this piece swift motion and emphasize the horseman's thirst for blood. Tim Burton did go on to direct a live-action film of Sleepy Hollow in 1999 starring Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci. Another Mary Blair piece, we can again see how important concept art is. By comparing these two paintings, this one here and here, we can see that they give the filmmakers different inspirations and tones to tell the story. This one here being for Cinderella, it has a whimsical and magical quality to it. Purple is the color of royalty, and accented with gold gives the piece a sense of magic and lightness. I hope you all enjoyed seeing some original concept art from The Nightmare Before Christmas and other Disney films. I'm wishing everyone a happy Halloween. I hope you all eat lots of candy. Now back to the studio.